So a 2-run shot to left center, and that is 27 for him on the year, as the Orioles are now out to a 2-0 lead.
Well, no doubt that's a mistaken location right there. At the plate, his eyes were...
Aaron Altair stands in for the first time now, looking to stay hot. He's been a real force at the plate over the last week or so. Hit out. Gets dirty and gloves it. He goes to first. Got him.
Whew, no problem.
Batting 7. Designated hitter.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Julio Richards, and he'll be looking to add on to his 2 RBIs from earlier. Hits it high and deep out to center field. Betts racing back. He gets there to make the catch, but this should bring home a run as the runner tags from third. And he'll make it in to score. It's a sac fly and an RBI, and it's now a 3. Into the box, Jose Ramirez. He got called out on strikes his last time through.
Well, you know, it never feels good to go down on strikes, especially looking. You wouldn't be surprised to see him be a little more aggressive in this at-bat.
And the inning will continue as that's through for a 2-out hit. Julio Richards heads for the box to start off the 5th in this one. Into the windup and the pitch.
Julio Richards.
Into the seats, 0-1.
Hey, nice and patient. Get your pitch.
The windup and the 0-1. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Hit high and deep to straightaway right field. Altair ranging back. Still ranging back. And that is into the visitors' bullpen, a home run. Julio Richards will get a shot here in a bases-loaded situation, and you'd have to say they've got the right man for the job up here.
Yeah, team leader in RBIs. He's got a shot to push that lead out even further if he could come through here.
Gone! It's a grand slam. So he promptly unloads the bases with that one. His 3rd home run of the ball game as this lead got even wider.
Boy, have a night. His 3rd home run of the ball game.
Julio Richards will stand in now following the home run, and you wonder if that losing streak is about to go by the wayside.
Well, they're not home yet, but certainly this has been a much better performance than we've seen out of them for a while now. So all signs seem to be pointing to a potential victory.
And this ball is crushed deep down the right field line. And that's going to wind up hooking just a bit foul, so a missed opportunity there. Driven to right field and deep. Altair going back on it. Gone! A solo shot here to straightaway right field. Career number 247 as they just continue to pour it on here.
Incredible. I mean, if I wasn't sitting here, I wouldn't believe it myself. 4 home runs now in 1 game. In the history of baseball, this has happened like, what, 16, 17 times? What a show he's put on.
Jose Ramirez will step in now as his guys look for a breakthrough here with a runner in scoring position.
Yeah, and it's been a long time coming. They haven't done anything with their opportunities so far. Maybe this will be the time that they finally crack the scoreboard.
A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch.
Right here. Let's go.
Sent on the ground out to second. Oh, he makes the stop. Safe.
No, he's in there.
Oh, love the effort, though.
Fantastic play, but he's unable to. So a good offensive showing for these guys, but if we had to pick one player that stood out, that's our man right there. He's our tops player of the game.
Yeah, this game wasn't exactly a pitcher's duel, but take a look at all the RBIs. He was an absolute menace with runners in scoring position.
So that just about does it. For EK, Psycho, and the crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, get those smartphones and tablets out and head over to theshownation.com. The Orioles win this one 12-2. Good night from Fenway.
Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 37 minutes. Tonight's paid attendance at Fenway Park, 36,298. We'd like to thank the Red Sox Nation for their continuing support and remind you to please drive home safely. Good night.
Both teams getting their final warm-ups in as we welcome you back to the MLB pregame show. First pitch of Game 2 in our series is right around the corner. But before we turn that corner, here is our tops player spotlight. Julio Richards is in that spotlight. And, guys, he's got a pretty nice hitting streak going right now. He's up to 15 games coming into this one.
Yeah, Matty, he's definitely been feeling it up there, and it's been fun to watch. Looks like he's keeping it simple and seeing the ball very well. Sometimes you just get in a zone for a while, so I hope he stays in it for this one.
Well, you know, I just like the confidence he has clearly taken with him to the plate every time he goes up there. He just flat out looks like he's going to get a hit every time he digs into that box. And you know what? A pitcher can feel that too. Now, no one likes to face a guy who looks completely at ease and sure of himself at the plate, and that's who this guy is right now. And if he keeps that up, this streak could carry on for a long time.
All right, the guys and I will be back to get this one started on the show right after this. Wednesday night baseball now from Fenway Park in Boston. Tonight, the second of 3 to start the week between the Baltimore Orioles and the Boston Red Sox. These two should provide some big-time fireworks. First pitch is coming up. With that, here's how Buck Showalter lines his Orioles up in this one. Steve, how do they lock up a series victory here on the road?
Well, I think you need to take advantage of balls up in the zone, and you could probably say that almost.
Julio Richards will stand in to start things out with his guys pretty fortunate to get out of that last half inning with the game still scoreless.
Yeah, they were able to dodge a bases-loaded situation. That could have gotten out of hand quickly, so maybe they can calm their guy down a bit by getting a couple runs here.
And he's going to have room to put this one away, and that's the first out. Julio Richards steps in with 1 in, 1 out, and 1 on here in the inning.
Yeah, it's been a pretty good inning here so far, so we'll see if they can scratch another run across right here.
Oh, high, deep. That is a moonshot, folks. A long home run. So it's a 2-run shot to right center, the 248th of his career, as the O's have extended their lead now 4-0.
That pitcher's got to be thinking, how can I throw a pitch like that?
Into the box now, Bobby Puig. He flew out in his last at-bat. On the ground, softly towards second. To his left. Throw to first will get him. Already 2 away here in the home fourth.
Hey, get him with your
Jose Ramirez, the hitter now. 0 for 1 on the day after reaching on an error his first time up.
Yeah, still looking for his first hit of the game, so let's see if he can come through with that one right here.
Richards comes up with it. Throw on to Alonso takes care of him, and that ends the inning. Nothing. Striding into the box, Julio Richards. He went deep in his first at-bat. We'll see what he's got in store for us here.
Yeah, and he jumped all over a first-pitch fastball in that at-bat and just drove it right out of here. So let's see if he's aggressive early in the count once again.
A dive, but he can't get it. It's through into the outfield, and he is in there.
Let's train our show motion camera on that runner at first base. Here, he might have had a shot to get around to third, but you see him have to hold up to make sure.
Mark Canha digs in, and we'll see what he can do here with 2 on and 2 out here in the 5th.
Yeah, a couple of ducks on the pond out there looking to make that trip home. This is a big 2-out AB right here, guys.
Swinging a soft liner.
Find the ball, find the ball.
And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. Orioles strand a couple. They lead it 4-0. Julio Richards will stride in, but first we take you back to the 3rd as you take another look here at his 2-run homer that had him rolling early on. Oh, and he gets a hold of this one as it's in the air to deep left. Does he have another one? He does. It's another home run. Julio Richards will get another shot at it here as we take you back to inning number 7. This was his 2nd home run of the ball game, as he'd like nothing more than to make it 3 right here.
Maybe not the most convincing start to his appearance right here, but he gets that first out anyway. And you'll see this ball's
An entertaining game all in all, so if we have to choose one who stood out among all others, why not go with this man right here? He's our tops player of the game.
Yeah, he connected on a couple of long home runs. Really put his guys on his back and carried them to the victory.
8 runs on 11
So that'll
hits.
just about do it for Eric Harrow, Steve Lyon. Always a treat to see a daytime ball game here, Fenway Park in Boston, Mass. Today, the 3rd and final game in this 3-game series between the Baltimore Orioles and the Boston Red Sox. Which of these two will prevail? Next on the show. And now the starting lineup for the visiting Baltimore Orioles. Steve, what do they need to do to complete the sweep?
Well, I think just putting this guy into the stretch early and often. Look to get the leadoff hitter on base to give themselves the best opportunity to score runs throughout.
Julio Richards will stand in, and as you can see the big number there, he's up over 400 to begin the campaign.
Well, right now he's in the prime of his career, so these are the years you'd really expect to see the best of what a guy's going to have to offer.
Now the 0-1. And here's a foul tip into the catcher's glove. Moves it to 0-2 now. Well, these Red Sox entering play here this afternoon, EK. They enter this one off a loss after winning 5 of 7 prior to that.
Yeah, and the pitch.
See you later. Over the wall, a home run.
Leading off for the Orioles,
Julio Richards is ready here as we begin the top of the fourth. Hammers it to deep right field. Altair looking up, and that is into the visitors' bullpen, a home run. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. His second home run of the game, and the Orioles surge ahead 2-1.
One of the keys for him getting the victory in his last start, he did not allow a home run in that outing. But this is now 2 home runs he's served up here in the first few innings. You can bet there's a bit of concern over there in that dugout.
Now to the plate, Jose Ramirez. He drew a walk his first time up.
Go, boys.
Line toward right center. And a dive, but he comes up empty, and this is big trouble now out in right center. Around second, he'll try for third, and he'll get in there safely.
Good opportunity for him here as he's into third with his second triple of the year.
Julio Richards will stand in looking for home run number 3 as we take it back to inning number 4. And this was his second home run of the game as he's been dialed in so far in this one. Oh, and this just jumps off the bat here as this is to deep straightaway right field, and you can pretty much forget about this one. That is a long home run. A 2-run blast to straightaway right field. Now in the box, Cody Ashe. He hit a 2-run jack in his first at-bat.
I can't imagine they're going to give him anything to hit this time around.
Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Hit hard on the ground to second. Richards is the throw gets him 2 down.
now batting, third baseman,
Julio Richards will come forward now in what could be an at-bat that goes a long way toward deciding this ball game.
And they better be careful, too, because they haven't gotten him out yet, so this is no small task.
Looking to keep this a one-run game. This is pulled into right, and that's in there, base hit. And they will hold that runner over at third as he'll move up only 90 feet, but the bases are loaded with one away. And now time is called here as their pitcher, Manny Machado, will step in now in a big spot here in a game as close as this one.
And a chance at redemption, too, because he hasn't done much through his first 3 plate appearances, but he could make up for all of that with a base hit right here.
Oh, it's on the ground to second. Did he get his double play?
He's out.
One there. Relay to first in time, and just like that, the side is retired. 4 to 6 to 3. They roll it up to get out of the jam. Back with Jack Duarte digs in to lead off the bottom of the 8th inning.
Well, you know, he's been on base twice in this one already, so let's see if he can do it again.
On its way, the 0-1 pitch. Liner toward right center, and that's in for his second hit of the afternoon.
Well, he's been a little slow out of the blocks here to start the season, but that looks a little better there as this is a sharp base hit.
And fellas, as always, a few guys we could have chosen from, but out of everybody, that's the man who stands out in my book. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, he delivered more than once with runners in scoring position. Finished with 5 RBIs, and that was more than enough to lead his guys to victory.
So that'll just about do it for us this afternoon. Thanks to Eric Karros, Steve Lyons, and the rest of our crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a
road to the
Hi, and welcome to day one of the Topps Amateur Showcase, also known as Bowman's Scout Day. Today, position players will show off their talents in a tryout setting, participating in batting practice, the 60-yard dash, and situational defensive drills. Scouts will be grading players with the standard 20 to 80 scouting scale and will, of course, be looking for projectable skills that may translate to future success in professional baseball. Good luck to all those involved as draft day approaches. And now, MLB The Show's special coverage of the annual 3-day Topps Amateur Showcase is on the air. Today, we get the ball rolling with an intriguing matchup on day one between the prospects from the West region and the prospects representing the East. DeMarcus Lutz gets his first opportunity now in the top of the first with nobody on. Bunt attempt with 2 outs. But the throw will beat him at first, so the bunt for hit attempt is snuffed out. So a fairly painless top of the first. On now to the bottom of inning number 1. In now, Bobby Robeson, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Runners on the move for second. Chopped weakly to the left. Fielded. And indeed, no look at second. He'll go straight to first and take the sure out. Number 13 steps in. He'll get his first shot at it here.
Batting 8th, third baseman, number 13.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Sends that one out of play for strike 1.
Hey, see it, drive it. See it, drive it. Oh, baby, see it, drive it.
Now the 0-1. Oh, he lifts a high.